Hey, this is Ina in with you in the fight back. Now, I haven't posted many videos in the last several days, mostly because of the hurricane, which I was in the path of, so we kind of had a lot to deal with, stocking up, making sure everything around the house wasn't going to get blown away, and just the fact that power did go out. Everything's fine. But an interesting thought occurred to me before the hurricane actually hit. And there was an unveiling of a new monument to Martin Luther King in Washington D.C., or rather, there was scheduled to be a big ceremonial opening of this monument. It got delayed because of the hurricane, and it's actually kind of funny. And when I think about Martin Luther King and how we remember him in the United States, it brings to mind a quotation of Lenin, which can be found in the beginning of The State and the Revolution. Now, Lenin is referring to Marx, but I believe if you insert the name of Martin Luther King or Malcolm X or really anyone in the place of Marx, the same gist applies. Let me read this quote out to you. What is now happening to Marx's theory has in the course of history happened repeatedly to the theories of revolutionary thinkers and leaders of oppressed classes fighting for emancipation. During the lifetime of great revolutionaries, the oppressing classes constantly hounded them, received their theories with the most savage malice, the most furious hatreds, and the most unscrupulous campaigns of lies and slander. After their death, attempts are made to convert them into harmless icons, to canonize them, so to say, and to hallow their names to a certain extent for the consolation of the oppressed classes, the object of duping the latter while at the same time robbing the revolutionary theory of its substance, blunting its revolutionary edge, and vulgarizing it. Now, as you can see, Lenin is saying that during the lifetime of whatever revolutionary we speak of, they're hounded, they're demeaned, degraded, but after their deaths, their theories are squeezed of really all the edge, the substance, and just turned into like a harmless icon. And has this not happened to Martin Luther King? During his life, he was reviled by the powerful, whether the FBI, various government leaders, as a communist, as an agitator, as a philanderer, you name it. All sorts of campaigns were done against him. Yet, and he was seen as someone who would not listen to reason. He wouldn't do the slow and steady method of reform for oppressed African Americans. However, once he died, he's been lauded to the skies. His name is associated with a holiday now, in January. His message is reduced to a soundbite. I have a dream. Now, this new monument that would be unveiled in D.C., it was supposed to be done to great fanfare. All the various politicals, cultural figures were expected to show up, and it was interrupted by Hurricane Irene, which is ironic because King's message, or his dream, so to speak, is claimed by some liberals and commentators to be fulfilled in the Obama administration, or in the process of being fulfilled by the Obama administration. This is a sad joke. If we were just to compare Obama and Martin Luther King on several points, we can see how this is so. On taxes, King believed in helping the poor, black or white. Obama, as we all know, on taxes has always sided with the rich. On war, King, by the end of his life, rightfully decried the U.S. for its violence in Vietnam and came out squarely against the Vietnam War, a position that actually cost him the support of supposed liberal backers who were more inclined to back the Johnson administration than any form of justice. Obama, as we know, has ramped up the war in Afghanistan and has started one in Libya. King believed, furthermore, that it was a basic right of all people to have health care. Obama thinks, on the other hand, it should be allowed to force you to buy health care from an insurance company. Not that you should actually have health care, just that you should buy it, whether or not it covers anything. When it comes to the prevailing social order, King, far from being the tepid liberal he's often portrayed to be, called for a fundamental change in system, perhaps no more than a social democracy, yet that's far more than Obama, who props up the the basic social order of capitalism with torture, with the police, with secret agents, and FBI raids. To those who believe in such things, perhaps Irene was a divine warning from King beyond the grave. To those who now laud his ideals, it trampled them underfoot. I tend not to believe in divine happenings or the supernatural, but such things, to those who do believe them, may be food for thought. This is Ina saying until next time.